Pat told us about Jeremiah and Jaden today. I mean, what does that do for you guys' group? And obviously, it seemed like you were a pretty strong, pretty deep group. You take two guys out of the mix there.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate thing to happen to them. But they're going to attack rehab. I know them, and they're going to do anything they can to help the team. Extra film study and all that. But we have a lot of trust in our younger guys to step up. Play ball. That's what we create here. The Sharks. We create ball players. So that's what they're going to come do and step up.
Man, how far have you seen Cam come since you first saw him?
I mean, he's made a tremendous jump. I mean that kid, he's a real ball player. He's playing a lot more with confidence. He's not thinking as much. He's just going out there and do what he does. Just playing football. He's making great attempts to punch the ball out. Create turnovers and stuff. He's just going to be a game changer for us.
Coach Narduzzi had said earlier that he anticipated you moving around a little bit this year, maybe moving out to money if Rasheem needed a break. He said he doesn't think that the absence of Jeremiah and Jaden should affect that. How do you feel about that, still being called upon to maybe swing outside?
I like to, Manny calls me a Swiss Army knife all the time, to be able to play three positions. So in my mind, it doesn't matter where I'm at. As long as I can help the team and be a ball player wherever I'm at, then it's all good. And like I said earlier, we got trust in our younger guys to come play up. So if I move somewhere and somebody else goes in the mic, we got trust, and I trust them 150% that they're going to go do their job.
Who are some of those other younger guys that maybe have not been on people's radar, but now that need to be, now that Jeremiah and Jaden are out?
Like I said, all the young guys, like I said, Cam, Davin Bruin, Justin Thompson, Emmanuel Taylor, they're all getting better each and every day. You know what I'm saying? There's never a day that I've seen them where I'm like, come on, we got to pick it up a little bit. Their motors are always high. They're always trying to get better. They're always asking us questions on how they can be better. You know what I'm saying? And they take it past this building. You know what I'm saying? I'll be at home. They'll call me up or we'll be somewhere together. We'll start talking about football so they can get a better understanding coming in.
Justin Thompson, the guy that's been working at Mike, what are some of the things you've seen specifically from him that maybe give you confidence that he could play if he's called upon?
I kind of see him as like almost like myself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can move very well in the mic spot. He's a physical player. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he does. He plays the same way as me. You know what I'm saying? And as he gets older, it's just gonna keep getting better and better and better. And he got something in him that not a lot of people got around the country. You know what I'm saying? He got good composure for himself, where if something goes wrong, he's gonna get the team together and get ready for the next play.
Braylan, just where is the defense at this late stage of camp, and particularly the linebackers? Just how do you feel like things have gone for your group over the span of camp?
I think we're ready. You know what I'm saying? I think there's no doubt about it. We're ready to play, ready to go to the national championship, make it the whole way. You know what I'm saying? I think that all this work that we've been putting in ever since the end of last year, the last year ended and we didn't stop working. You know what I'm saying? We just kept going, kept stacking days so that when this time comes, we're 150% ready to go. You know what I'm saying? There's no question that we're ready to go.
You mentioned this unit, linebackers, great ball players. What about Coach Manlow's leadership and the way that you guys run your room allows younger guys to develop so quickly into the same level?
Manny, when we're in the meeting room, we're in the meeting room. You know what I'm saying? We joke around sometimes, make it fun, but at the end of the day, we know that we're in there to work. You know what I'm saying? There's no funny business about it. Like, nobody's slacking off in there. Nobody's dozing off. Everybody's always locked in. When there's time to have a little fun to it, we have a little fun. But he's just very direct in what he means, and he explains it in ways that we can understand. And he'll pull up clips of the same play happening so that we can see what we're supposed to do instead of him just saying it. And I think that's one of his best things, is like how the coaches I like to be able to see, like, I'm a visual learner. You know what I'm saying? And he takes that to the next step where he doesn't just show the clips, he'll also stop the film, draw it out for us. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, leadership in the room, like us older guys, we've been here for a little minute now. So every chance that we can teach the younger guys, we try to, you know what I'm saying, no matter what.
Braylan, as a group, we saw what the linebackers could do last year. How are you guys better as a whole linebacker group?
I mean, we're attacking the ball. You know, we're getting downhill. We're trying to get all the tackles behind the line of scrimmage. We don't want regular tackles. We want tackles for loss, sacks. You know, we're trying to bring some enforcement with our hits too. You know what I'm saying? Last year we might have just wrapped them up and rolled and caught a tackle. This year we're trying to put our face on them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something different. We're bringing like more emphasis to, you know, really trying to eat somebody's face.
So, like to play, be able to be that aggressive when you play. I mean, what's that feeling like? That they play with that kind of aggression where you're just kind of all out type thing?
I mean, just being a shark. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call ourselves, and there's a reason we call ourselves like that. Always blood in the water, always trying to hunt that next person. So, you know what I'm saying? We just got to keep it like that all the time, and that's what we do.
Braylan, I noticed you have some takeaway stickers on your helmet, and Kyle had some on his. Do you think a linebacker will lead the team in interceptions again this year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's always great competition, but I got confidence in my guys that we're always going to go out there and make plays. So, you know, of course, there's always competition between the DBs and all that stuff, but I always think that the Sharks, you know what I mean, we're the group that's going to go out there and make plays. So, yes, I believe so.
Braylan, what do you think about the tight ends kind of copying you guys for the name?
I mean, it's pretty cool. You know, they got their own little saying, something they can stand by, which I mean, I think that's great. You know, I think that if you have a name and something that you could stand for, you know what I mean? You're not just like a lot of people, you know, they play for their family, they play for the logo, the script. You know what I'm saying? I think it's great that you have more than that. I'm saying you're not just playing for the name on the back and the front. You're also playing for your group position respect. So that's why I do like that they have their own little name now. You know what I mean? They got their own little celebration and stuff. So I think that's very cool.
Do you guys have to make shirts now too?
You say?
Do you guys need shark t-shirts or something like they got?
Oh no, everybody know that we Sharks. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we step in the room, they know the Sharks is here. So.
Any vinyl?
One last one. We had a chance to talk to Savase last week, and he said he was anxious to watch you guys, and that he watched you guys a lot, and that he loves how you guys played. Do you have much conversation with guys that have played here before, and what do they tell you about the way you guys play?
Yeah. I try to, you know, talk to him a couple times, you know, just so I could learn from him. But then also, you know, like you said, like they tell us how we're playing. They tell us when we're doing something wrong, when we're doing something right, you know, giving us tips here and there. And I mean, it's a lot. It means a lot to somebody that's in the league doing what we want to do, you know, telling us that we're playing good. We're playing with something that he didn't see. So I think that's very good.
You find out that you had won the starting role at kicker, and what was that moment like for you?
Man, the moment, it was really unreal. This is something I wished for really since I started kicking, but I found out right before I went out for practice today, and just brought me a bunch of joy to execute.
Was it Coach Narduzzi that told you how did he tell you breaking news?
So originally the news came from Coach Bro, my position coach, and then me and Coach Deuce shared a couple words after practice.
Well, just tell us about the camp you've had, the competition at kicker. Obviously, you had to win the starting job. Just how did you earn it?
Man, I just want to start off by saying James and Carp, they're both great kickers. So obviously I have to come out here and perform, but I feel like I did just that, and I was good enough to win the job.
Hear much about you at the beginning of camp, the night starter. I mean, did you expect to be in this position so quickly in your first year?
I don't know if expect is the right word. I knew I was capable of it. Me and Coach Dews on my visit, we talked about just how competitive I would be coming in. And I don't know, that kind of set the stage for me, and I was just ready to get it when I got here.
Trey, what was the approach mentally that you took heading into this camp?
So I started the camp at K3, the third string. So really, just mentally, I would tell myself I have nothing to lose. Just go out there and swing my swing, and the only thing that can happen is I'll just stay where I am.
How did the competition and camaraderie with Sam and James really help you?
They've been great to me, like off the field, great, on the field, great. Like whenever any of us have a good day, they're hyping us up. Whenever any of us have a bad day, they're there for us. and it's just really just a family.
Trey, in your mind, how do you try to simulate what's going to happen start next Saturday?
Well, obviously, like, I haven't experienced anything quite like college football yet, but I feel like I've played in enough big games in high school, and I've been put in enough pressure situations throughout camp to really be able to go out and execute.
How do you approach the challenge of kicking after first stadium?
So I have a really good relationship with Ben Sauls, actually, and he's kind of let me in on some hints that he used. So I'll definitely exhaust that resource throughout the season, and I'm just really excited to go out there and be able to kick.
Has it been nice having him just next door?
Yeah, it has been. We talk often, and we actually have the same kicking coach, so we have group chats, we send film, all that.
How long have you known him?
I would say I met him probably a month after I started kicking my sophomore year of high school, and throughout the whole time, our relationship, we've just grown closer together and grown to know each other better.
How big of an influence did he have in you deciding to come here?
Oh, that was probably the main reason, besides Coach Bro. Obviously, he's great, but Ben, he really stuck his neck out for me originally to get the offer to come here, and I feel like just having the opportunity to follow in his footsteps was a big part in me coming here.
Have you gotten to tell him yet?
I have not.
Did you meet him through your kicking coach?
Yes, I did.
And how long have you been kicking for?
I started fall of my sophomore year of high school, so that would be 5 years, going on 5 years.
How you got into football, or you played before?
Yeah, I played soccer for 13 years. I came home from a tournament we played in Spain, and I told my dad I wanted to try football. It was a little way through camp, and I was just like, I want to go out and try. My mom really wasn't all for it, so she was like, yeah, you're not getting hit, you're playing kicker. I had experience swinging my leg through soccer, so I went out and I had a good year, and I won the starting job halfway through the season, and I feel like I made a name for myself in the kicking community.
After
Playing for 13 years, in Spain, that sounds like a pretty big commitment to soccer. What made you want to switch?
So there was a combination of things. I feel like 13 years, obviously it's a long time, and I eventually got burnt out. I played soccer and football in high school for 2 years, and eventually I just realized that I couldn't make it to college. In soccer, I wasn't as good as I was at football, so I decided to make the full-time switch to football.
Was there a moment after you switched to football where you're like, oh yeah, this is it?
Yeah, there definitely was. I think it was just the excitement I got from being able to go out every practice and go to every camp, go to every game, and just be excited to play. I hadn't felt that in a while playing soccer, so that was really a moment for me that I felt like I made the right decision.
Trey, what's your range looking like on field goals, and what's maybe the furthest you've kicked and hit on in camp so far?
I'm not quite sure what my long camp is, but I'll tell you, in high school, I hit a 58-yarder in game. I'm comfortable probably back to 63, but I'm looking to test my range this year. I told Ben I'm going to try and break that record that him and Kessman hold.
How'd you, what was your recruitment by Pitt? Like, how was that whole process? When did they first reach out to you, and how'd that go?
So I believe originally Coach Bro DM'd me on Twitter, just kind of asking for, oh no, I apologize. I came to the camp, was my first time. And after that, I feel like I made a name for myself at the camp. Coach Bro really realized who I was there. I didn't know him before, but after the camp, we kind of connected and just kept in touch. And then when I got the offer, I knew it was time to come here. Between him and Ben, the relationship I had with both of them, I knew it was the right spot.